Hi. For this slide, the experimental objective. For the experimental objective, our primary goal is to investigate the mechanical response, specifically the elastic and yield behavior of engineering material when subject to tensional load. Uh, To achieve this, we focus on determining the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus for wood, brass, and mild steel specimen. By doing so, we can directly compare our experimental value against the theoretical value to evaluate material stiffness and resistance to twisting. Okay, for this slide, moving on to the first concept, which is uh, pure torsion theory. When a circular shaft is twisted, it develops internal mechanical resistance called torsional shear stress. And according to the elastic motion formula, this stress is not uniform. It is zero at the center natural axis and reach its maximum value at the outermost surface. Where structural crack usually start, this resistance is represented by the shear modulus, which indicate the material stiffness against deformation. Theoretically, for standard engineering metal, this shear modulus is generally about 40% of its Young modulus. Okay, next. For the second concept, we focus on material failure, mood, and fragile pattern, which depend heavily on whether a material is ductile or brittle. For a ductile material like mild steel, it is weaker in shear, so it fails directly along the plane of maximum shear stress, which is perpendicular or 90 degree to the longitudinal axis. On the other hand, a brittle material like brass is weaker in tension, causing it to crack along a 45-degree angle, which is they create a very distinct helical or spiral fracture pattern upon failure.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Isma Hafizuddin bin Ismail. My metric number is AD240046. So let's go to the procedure for initial setup. Firstly is dimension measurement. We need to measure specimen diameter and gauge length using high precision vernier calipers. And then for specimen mounting, we need to insert the specimen into the hexagon sockets, ensuring a secure fit between the strain head and torque head. And then the third one is system calibration. Set the digital torque meter and the pendulum scale pointer to exactly zero before applying load. And then next is horizontal alignment, which is verify the pulley is perfectly level to minimize instrument parallax and also reading errors. Alright, and then we go to the procedure for execution. During the demonstration, the loading cycle is performed with precision. Firstly, apply incremental loads, which is 50 Newton, 100 Newton, 150 Newton, and also 200 Newton. And then record the resulting angle of twist for each step. And lastly, perform the unloading cycle to identify structural hysteresis or permanent deformation. First thing first, before we start the lab, we need to measure three different spots of diameter. to get the average diameter for both. So first thing, we need to measure the first spot, and from this caliper we got 6.02 mm, and we put on the table, and also we measure for this diameter, and also for this diameter, and also calculate the average for diameter, and then we also measure for this steel, also 3 different spot to get the average and put on the table.
Hook this and make sure it is horizontal.
Okay, and then after we hook this thing, we need to set up this into a 0 degree. This, follow this line. Alright, 0 degree.
Make sure the angle are straight, and then we apply load 5 kilogram.
Then after we put the load, we need to measure the angle, and for this we got 5 degree for 5 kilo.
And then we apply again 5 kilogram of load.
Also, we need to measure the angle, and for this we got 9 degree for this 10 kilogram angle.
Another 5 kilogram of load.
Then we also measure the angle for 1.5 kilo load, and then we got 13 degree angle.
Hello, greetings. I will be conducting the result of brush shaft. So the load that we apply on this experiment are from 0 to 200. Load when 0, the twist angle for loading is 0, and the highest twist angle is 13 for load 200 Newton. And during removal, load 150 and 200 Newton remain the same, which is 13 angle twists, and the lowest being 0, which are 4 angle twists. Moving on to the result of my steel shaft. So for 50 load, we gain 3 degree of angle twist, and 400 Newton, 6 degree of angle twist, and the highest being 9 degree of angle twist, which is at 200 Newton. So we can indicate that brass has a higher torsional stiffness compared to mild steel. This is because brass have 13 degree for 200 Newton, and mild steel have 9 degree for 200 Newton. Thank you.
In shaft design, critical factors such as a shaft, rigidity, and vibration safety must be addressed. This involves preventing excessive deflection and stress concentration using large fillet ready, alongside ensuring the shaft operates away from its natural frequency and balancing material strength with ductility for action fatigue resistance. In conclusion, the torsion test successfully evaluated the elastic and yield behavior of brass and mild steel shaft under torque loading. The result proved that mild steel has higher torsional stiffness, recording a shear modulus of 21.704 GPa compared to brass at 18.088 GPa. For future testing, it is recommended to ensure the machine pulley is perfectly leveled horizontally to minimize reading error and equipment friction. That's all from our group, and thank you.